What's going on, guys? Naruto Black Ops here, and yeah. So, guys, I am back, and yeah, we're back on another video. So, guys, I know it's been a minute, but guys, I'm going to start uploading more videos now. I know I've said that in my last video, and like right after that, like 3 months or 2 months later, I stopped making them. The reason being is because, well, I had to move like to another apartment, and my family had just had to find a house yet, so I just had to move a lot, and yeah, I just haven't got time for what ifs. But I'm gonna try to make more. So with this, there are 2 more what ifs coming out. What if Naruto became the Six Hokage after pain attack, and what if Naruto was Sukuna's vessel? So I'm going to be making those 2 what ifs, but for now, yeah, we're gonna be making this one. This is going to be, what if Naruto was more like Kakashi? So this is not gonna be like him absolutely Kakashi. It's kind of like how, what if Naruto had the life of Kakashi? Not really, but hey, you guys will just see. So, or what if Naruto was from like a powerful clan? I don't know which one I'm gonna put, but yeah, it's gonna be one of those. So, in this Naruto, I was thinking about making him the son of Minato and Kushina still, but I decided no, we're not gonna do that, right? So in this, Naruto is going to be the son of Hanma and Shiriko, and his name is Hanma Totsuka, Hanma Totsuka, and Shiriko, her name is something, but she's not really important. So Hanma Totsuka, the Totsuka clan would be like still like a Finjutsu clan, basically specialized in Finjutsu, kind of like the Uzumaki, but they would be more skilled than the Uzumaki, way more skilled. So yeah, if you guys know like the ceiling levels, basically level 1 for a Totsuka clan member is like level 3 for them. So yeah, they are pretty powerful. So basically the reason why I made this like clan called Totsuka, it's because if you guys don't know, Itachi's, Susanoo, there's something called the Totsuka blade. Basically, it can seal anything away, just like cutting him. And he sealed Orochimaru away, but Orochimaru obviously is Orochimaru, so he really can't be destroyed and shit like that. But that's besides the point right now. Naruto, he would be born and basically would grow up with his parents. I'd say he'd be born like 2 weeks before the Nine Tails attack, like a day before Sasuke. So basically, after he was born, the Nine Tails attack would have obviously happened. So his family would have survived. I forgot to mention that Totsuka was the only last member of his clan. So yeah, but basically after that, his parents survived, but like 5 years later, his mom, she would have died of sickness. And then after that, his father would have went into a deep depression. You see where I'm going with this. But yes, his father would have just dropped into a deep depression. Naruto, he loved his mother very much, but she was gone. And he was only 5 years old, but he knew a lot about the world. But he knew a lot about the world, but all he knew that she was gone and she was never coming back. So a year later, Naruto, he would have tried to just get like closer to his father, but his father would have just kept on pushing him away. Eventually, his father would have got so mad and would have been so drunk that Naruto actually tried to just talk to him. This would have been a year later, like I said, but he would have just tried to talk to him. At this point, Naruto was 6 years old. He would have just tried to talk to his dad, but his dad just being drunk and just angry and depressed, he would have cut Naruto with a kunai on his eye. So yeah, this would have been like the Kakashi cut, but not all the way. Like I'd say it would have been like curved in some way, but it would still cut out his eye. But, Hama, he would see what he would have done and would have just rushed over to Naruto saying, "Oh, Naruto, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I just did." Yeah. But, he would just say, "I'm so sorry, Naruto. I was drunk. I was mad." And, Naruto, he would say, "Why? I've been trying to get close to you all this time, and this is how you repay me." And, Hama, he would just sort of start to cry and say, "I'm so sorry, Naruto." And after that, Naruto, he would have been taken to the hospital. Naruto, he didn't tell the doctors what happened to him because his dad would be thrown into jail. But, because even though he was mad at his dad, he wasn't going to just let his dad go to jail because he was the last family he had. So, after that, Naruto, he would have got at the hospital like 2 days later. So, he would have been distant from his dad. He would have never tried to get his dad attention for a while. It would have been 3 weeks, and, well, Naruto didn't see his dad spiraling. His dad was just getting out of control, drinking more and more and more, just being more depressed. He wasn't taking this grieving very well. But one day, he couldn't take it anymore. He would have grabbed a rope. He would have tied it up to the ceiling, put it around his neck, and would have moved the chair that he was standing on, killing him. Naruto, he was just about to come back to his dad so he could apologize for the weeks he's been ignoring him. And he was about to knock on the door. He knocked on it, but the door opened, and he saw his father hanging, dead. Naruto would have dropped to his knees, knowing his father's dead. His, tears would have just dropped from his eye, and he would have said, "Why? Why? Why?" And he would have just screamed. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, you're probably wondering, like, who did Minato steal the Nine Tails? And, I'd say his, who, you know what, yeah, I'd say he would have sealed the Nine Tails inside of Mito Uchiha. I said Uchiha, but Mito Uzumaki. Yes, I'd say Mito, and she would have had red hair and blue eyes. So she would have looked like like Kushina. She would have still had the whisker marks like Naruto though. But Naruto, he wouldn't be born with whisker marks. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys about his appearance too. The Totsuka clan, their hair, they would have been white, and their eyes being a bright gold in some way. Yeah, it would be like a bright golden color. So yeah, like a hazel golden color. So yeah, but let's get back into the story. Naruto once saw his dad just hanging and just screaming out why. He would have then saw something in his father's pocket. He would have got it out of his pocket and would have started to read it. Naruto, if you're reading this means I killed myself. I couldn't take it anymore, son. It was hard losing your mother, and then I cut you, and then you just stopped talking to me, and I pushed you away, and I just couldn't take it anymore, Naruto. I don't think you can understand, but I hope you can. But I left the scrolls to the Totsuka clan, and the safe under the ground. Don't know where the safe is, but let's just say it's a safe underground. And Naruto, when I saw the code, with it being 5537. And the rest of the note would have said, "I'm sorry, Naruto. I truly am. I know you have no family left, but you're the last Totsuka. You're the last member of the Totsuka clan. So make me proud. I'm sorry that I pushed you away, but please make me proud. Be strong and follow the mission." Naruto would start to cry, and then he would just crumble up the paper and just threw it. Naruto though, he would know, he would have thought to himself, I'll do it. I'll do the last thing my dad wanted me to do. So, basically, like, you're probably like, oh, okay, so I see where you're going with this, Naruto. I see where you're going with this, Black Ops. And, yeah, I'm just basically trying to make him more like Kakashi. How Kakashi, basically, when his father died, he decided to follow the rules and shit like that. And Naruto, in this, he's just gonna, like, accept his dad's last words and shit like that. So, like, yeah. Even though his dad did commit suicide, leaving him here, he still loved his dad either way it goes, including his mom. So yeah, but he would grab the scrolls, right? He would then tell Hiruzen about what just happened. He wouldn't tell him about the scrolls though because they're his and his only. So basically, Hiruzen would then just tell Naruto that if he wants to move, he can. And Naruto would thank him for that. And so Naruto would move into an apartment. Naruto, and he would have a special he would have like a special like agreement, not agreement, but like a special thing to ask Hiruzen, and Hiruzen would ask like, what is it? And Naruto asked him if he could have a safe behind, or like a hidden safe behind his like a bookshelf or something in here. Hiruzen, he would say, I'll get my Anbu to work on that. A few days later, Naruto would have been moved into an apartment with his hidden bookshelf. He would have, basically placed all his scrolls in there. And yeah, after that, Naruto, he would have then just went to sleep. 2 years later, Naruto, he didn't really want to read the scrolls, so he just left them like that. He would have read more though, and he would have just got used to reading, and he would have, trained his body up, doing push-ups, sit-ups, about 100, 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 each, and, like a 5-kilometer run, right? So he would just, do some basic workouts. So at this point, he would have already been in the academy. Naruto, he would have really not had any friends, to be real with you, because, his father died. He stopped being social and shit like that. So, yeah. Naruto, though, once he, got into the school, Naruto, like a few months in, he would have just been in the back of the class, just ignoring everybody. At this point, I would say that the Uchiha Massacre, I'd say it happened already. So, of course, Sasuke would be on his emo shit. And, yeah. Basically, Iruka, he would then say that I'm going to introduce a new student in our class. He would then tell that student to come in, and Naruto would see a red-haired girl with blue eyes, whisker marks. Naruto, he would have been memorized by this girl from the second he saw her. He didn't know what it was or what he felt, but he just felt something. And Naruto, he would stop blinking and shit, and then just say, yeah, knock it off. You're probably wondering, like, what is Naruto wearing? Like, what is he wearing on his, eye? And, well, I was going to say eye patch, but I'll just say he kind of, has, a cloth just covering it. Kind of like the headband, but it would just be a cloth, and not, a headband on there. So, yeah. Naruto, he would then just sit there looking at the window, just watching people walk, just the sky, and just other things. Iruka, he would say, there's nowhere else where you can really sit, so you can sit up there by Naruto. Naruto would then say, huh? And Iruka would say, oh, Naruto, can she sit next to you? Naruto would say, sure, doesn't matter to me. And Mito, she would go up there. And, she would have obviously screamed out to the people saying that her name was Mito Uzumaki and shit like that. And, well, she wouldn't have been as rowdy as Kushina and shit like that, so, yeah. But, Naruto, though, he would have just been staring out the window like he was a few minutes ago. Mito, though, she would have poked Naruto. Naruto would have then said, what? What is it? And she would have just said, I don't know what you're talking about. Naruto would have went back to looking at the clouds and stuff. And she would have poked him again. Naruto would have said, okay, what is it? And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. She would have poked him again once he turned around. And Naruto would have said, okay, stop poking me, okay? It's not funny. Mito at that point would have been laughing and said, well, if you will look at your face, it is. And Naruto would then say, whatever. You would be blushing at this sight, and everybody would they would say, wait, is that guy Naruto blushing? There's no way. And because Naruto just seemed like the silent type. He was even silenter than not Naruto, but Sasuke after his family died. So yeah, everybody just saw Naruto as the emo kid until Sasuke came in, really. So Naruto, he would just go back to staring at the clouds, and Mito would still just bug him. So after a while, Naruto became friends with Mito. They became almost like best friends, and Mito also wanted to develop feelings for Naruto. Naruto wanted to know this, but he would just be friends with her. She would be the only person he really talked to. He would have told her about everything with his parents, how his father committed suicide. He would have never told her about the scrolls and stuff like that. Stuff that about his clan, he would have just kept to himself. So she would have actually felt bad for Naruto because, she doesn't know how his pain feels. She seems like he had a worse pain for him. Well, mentally. Physically, though, no, she's been beaten. And no, she's just been beaten. I know she's a girl, but she's been beaten. I don't care. If the villagers really did do something else than just beat her, Hiruzen would kill all of them on the spot. That's just a fact, bro. And, they don't want to die, so, come on now. It doesn't matter. You're a Jonin. If you're a special Jonin, he wouldn't care. Anbu slit your throat right in front of you. Just they make you look into the mirror while you die. There's nothing you can really say about that. But yeah. So like I said, she would have got beaten as a kid, of course, but just beatings, okay, nothing else. Even though that's still something like a kid shouldn't go through, but yeah, that's just what have happened. I'd say the beatings weren't as worse as they were in canon. I don't think Naruto really got beat like that in canon though, but yeah, she would still get beatings, but it wouldn't be as worse because she's a kid, or not a kid, but a girl. So yeah, but she would have thought that Naruto had more mental pain because physically she had more pain, but mentally Naruto was hurt more. So basically, after a while, Naruto, years later, let's say 2 years later, at this point, Naruto, he would have thought that, you know what, I should probably read something. And he would have just been reading, just trying to find a book that he wants to read. He would have been on his bookshelf and would have pulled the book that he forgot that was the one that opened the scroll thing. So it would have opened the hidden bookshelf, and he would have kind of forgot that this was even here. He would have opened it and would have saw the scrolls to his clan. Naruto would have had a tear fall down his eyes and said, I might as well read it. He would have then grabbed level 1 and went to his bed and started reading the scroll. He would have then said to this Totsuka member that's reading it, I am your founder and the first Totsuka clan member. Yes, and this is me, Kamamoto Totsuka. Naruto, he didn't know who Kamamoto was, but he just read it. Kamamoto, he would have said that if you're reading this means that you have found one of the legendary scrolls of the Totsuka clan. The Totsuka clan are really high Finjutsu masters. We're better than the Uzumaki. Way better. We're more skilled too. It takes a while for you to master the things we do. Naruto, he would have then read throughout the scroll. It would have said that this is level 1 Finjutsu for the Totsuka clan. The Totsuka clan is different in many ways too. other Finjutsu users. Level 1 for our Finjutsu is level 3. So, level 1 will be hard to master. Level 2 will even be harder. It goes all the way up to 6. So if you want to become one of the strongest, probably even the strongest Finjutsu master in the world, this is what you should be reading. It only can be unlocked by Totsuka blood. And Naruto, he would have then just bit his thumb and placed it on a seal that was there right under the word of Totsuka blood, right? So the seal would have just like glowed a bright red, which would have been like the color for the Totsuka clan. Yeah, it would have been like the color for the Totsuka clan. I'd say it would have been like red. So nah, not red. I'd say no, I'd say it would have been like white. Yeah, white because of their hair and shit like that. Yeah, it would have been like white and red or something like that, kind of like the Uchihas. But I'd say the crane crust one would have been like it would have been like a seal. Think of the 8 trigon seal on Naruto's stomach. Think of that, and then just paint it like red and white, like that, right? So yeah, Naruto, he would have that on the back of his shirt and stuff like that. But yeah, he would read the scroll. It would say level 1 Finjutsu Totsuka. Naruto would have read throughout it and would have said, so first unlock your chakra. I've already done that, since I'd say they probably unlocked their chakra already at 10. So yeah. But yeah, he would already unlock his chakra. After that, he would have read more and would have saw a paintbrush and just like some black paint. He would have started to do the things that the scroll told him to do, and eventually he would have did his first seal, or his first seal, which would have been a storage seal where he could store things and other things like that. So after that, a year would have passed. At that point, Naruto, he would have been halfway mastered with level 1 of Finjutsu of Totsuka. So at this point, yeah, he was almost there. So he was like level 2 master. He was like level 2 of a regular Finjutsu, really. So at this point, Naruto, he would have thought about something. He would have said that we would have read throughout the Totsuka Blade or the Totsuka clan, and it would have then just read about like how there was another Totsuka blade out there that was forged by the first Totsuka, Kamamoto, and can be used by anyone. It's the last seen used by someone with the Sharingan. Oh yeah, this book was made recently, so yeah. But it would have said that it was Itachi Uchiha. Yeah, they wouldn't have saw Itachi use Totsuka blade once. That should say it was in a life or death situation against like some strong S rank and double S rank Shinobi or something like that. So he almost died, so he had to pull out his Mangekyo. So yeah, someone would have caught him lacking in 4K and would have just wrote it down. So yeah, Naruto, he would have then thought about it. He would have then read about the first Totsuka clan member, Kamamoto. Kamamoto would have talked about how he made the Totsuka blade. The Totsuka blade isn't just a regular blade. If it's forged by a Totsuka clan member of will and their chakra, they will make their own Totsuka blade. Naruto thought about this and said, maybe I should try it. He would then go to a blacksmith. The blacksmith would then say, what you need, kid? And Naruto, he would say, can I have everything you have to make a katana? And, he would say, sure, that'll cost you 10,000 yen. And, Naruto, he would have had 40,000. Don't ask me how, but he would have gave him 10,000, having 30,000 left. He would have got the materials that he needed to create a katana. After that, he would have went, back to his house. I would say, he would have had, a room, a plain room that he never really went into. So, I'd say that it was, another bedroom, but a little bit bigger. So, yeah. It was, a room that he really never went into. So, he would have placed all the, the things he needed to create a katana. He actually would have started to pin it to place in, seals and stuff like that. Not, actual seals, just putting seals there to just decorate it and stuff like that. So, it would look like a Totsuka clan member has been here. So, yeah, he would just, make it his own blacksmith place, some type of ways. So, he would get the materials and would start to make a katana. He would start to forge the katana, just putting his chakra into every, hit he does, every, smack he does, and just everything he does, just forging the chakra into there. And, he wouldn't, really care how big or how small it was. He just kept on hitting it. However big it would get, that would, be on his chakra. So he would just keep on hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. He was just putting his heart, his soul, and everything he had, his lifespan into this. And after he would have, taken the blade out, it would have been pure dark. Just pure white. Not pure white, but just pure black. Just darkness. It was like obsidian, just being able to see right through it. A pit of darkness. Naruto would have, basically placed on it the Totsuka clan, crust. Oh, not the crust, but it would have just said Totsuka blade. And on the blade. Literally on the blade, not on the head or nothing, on the blade. So Naruto, he would have then modified his sword, putting making the handle pure white, the guard, the thing above the handle, white also. Then he would have put a chain on there, kind of like how Ichigo's, Tenses on Getsu is. But yeah, he would put a chain on there. And then on the bottom of the chain, it would have not the Uchiha, but the Totsuka clan crust on there. Just kind of combined into the chain, right? So it would be like a keychain or something like that. So yeah, the things you put on the keychain and stuff. I don't really know what they're called, but yeah, basically that's what it would be. So Naruto, after that, he would have had his own Totsuka blade. It was more than one throughout the world. There's just, it's just not many people knew about the Totsuka clan. I mean, people thought that Uzumaki was the strongest Funjutsu users. People didn't even know that, Hanma was one of them. They didn't even know that the Totsuka clan really kind of existed. Only, people, that knew of their existence were afraid of them. And those were really few people, and the Totsuka clan wanted to keep it that way. So, yeah, nobody really knew that there was more than one blade out there. That's why Itachi was able to use it in his Susanoo. So, yeah. But, that's besides the point right now. So, Naruto, after creating his own Totsuka blade, he would have obviously just put on his back, right? He would have made a sheath and stuff and would just put on his back. So he didn't really know how to use the Totsuka blade, nothing like that. So he would have found another scroll, in one of the scrolls in his, hidden shelf or whatever. It would have actually been the history of the Totsuka clan. So he would have read up on that. And have actually talked about how Kumamoto first used the Totsuka blade. So the Totsuka blade is a blade that could, seal away anything, just anyone or anything. in this ability, it takes a lot amount of chakra. So, he has to be careful. So, Naruto, he would understand. But for some reason, he had a lot of chakra. He didn't know why, and well, it wasn't because of his father, because his father was a Tosuke clan member, and not many Tosuke clan members had a lot of chakra. So he didn't really know why he had a lot of chakra, but you guys will figure out soon. So after that, Naruto, he would have tried to like use this ability, and would have tried it once, and well, he would have sealed away like let's say like a shoe or something like that, and he would have been completely out of chakra. Just like it would have just burned him up. I don't want to say completely out of chakra. I want to just say it burned through a lot of his chakra. So like he would have just been breathing heavily, and just went on the floor. But Naruto, he also would have got back up and just waited a minute and replenished his chakra and tried it again, which was the same thing. Naruto, he would have just kept on doing it until he got a resistance to it. And through those years, he would have learned Kenjutsu, of course, because if you got a katana, why you not gonna use it and shit. So he would have learned Kenjutsu. He would have gotten better at this sealing technique, and at that point, I think that's when they graduate at 12 or 13. So I would say it's 13. So actually, 3 more years later, because I think I made him. No, it would be 2 more years later because I made him 11 at that time. I think I don't really remember what I did, but yeah. Basically, he would be 13 at this point, and he would have mastered, the level 1 of Finjutsu for Totsuka clan members. And yeah, he would have been starting on level 2, which he would have been like 4 quarters finished. Like he kind of just started on it. He would have just finished level 1. So at this point, Naruto was low, getting almost low tuning level, mid low tuning level, kind of right there. Because I don't want to make him overpowered right off the jump. Even though Finjutsu is a strong type of ninjutsu and stuff, or a strong type of jutsu, but it's just sealing. So sealing can come in handy a lot, but it doesn't affect your power and stuff like that. It does sometimes. Some jutsus and some ceilings do, but yeah. I just still don't want to make Naruto overpowered. That's why he's low mid tuning. I mean, I said tuning, but not that tuning. So yeah. Basically, the day of the graduation will come around, and before we get into that, we gotta talk about my boy Naruto's trip. So my boy Naruto, he would just wake up in the morning, and he'll put on his drip, right? So what do we want our boy Naruto to wear? You know what? I would say he'd be wearing a black, like a kind of, if you guys know how many toes jacket is as the Hokage. Yeah, but think of that as a hoodie, right? Think of that as a hoodie, and then it being black and blue. Like the flames are blue, and the rest of everything, and the words are black. On the back, it would have said Totsuka, and he would have had a sword on the back, of course. On he would have also had a shirt on. I'd say it would have been his jacket would have been halfway zipped up, and you could have saw the Totsuka clan symbol on his chest. It would have been a black shirt with the Totsuka clan symbol, of course. He also would have had black pants on, and some black shinobi sandals. And on the right side of his arm, he would have cut off the arm sleeve of that and would have just wrapped bandage all around there. On his left arm, he would have had, his sleeve would have still been there, but would have had a fingerless glove with a metal plate on there. And on his side, on his back actually, he would have had a scroll, not a big one that took up a lot of space, but it would just be a small little scroll, but it would also have a lot of seals. It would be his level 1 sealing jutsu and shit like that. So yeah. and he would just have like a kunai pouch on his like left side. And yeah, that would be pretty much it. That would be my boy Naruto's drip. I know, drippy. And at this point, he would have been covering his eye, but he would have had like a black mask. Like, I'm not gonna say that he has Kakashi's mask. Think of like a mask that people wear with COVID. But then like if you ever seen like that one black mask that you just put around your ears, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he would just wear that, right? It would have it would have like the little like lines across it. Basically, when he like made a face or something like that, like the mask would like change to like X's and stuff like that. So it'd be like a robotic type mask, right? So it would just be going crazy. You would just be tripped out. Things would be Bluetooth, so like, but he just be tripped out. I mean, like, completely tripped out. So yeah, he's just on his demon time. So Naruto basically affected of school, and at this point, I'd say the graduation already happened. So he would have been wearing his headband over his eye, like Kakashi, because well, this point, like, there's no reason for him to have like that cloth anymore. So he just wore it over his head, his eye, kind of like Kakashi did. So I forgot to mention Naruto's eye. There's something different about it. But he would have the Sharingan playing, not the Sharingan, but he would have something different, something not many people knew about, or no one really knew about this, dojutsu really. It would be the one and only Gun. I'm just playing. This sucker doesn't have no like jutsu that nobody knew about. It would actually be a white eye. No, a white eye, and you guys will know what this eye is. So, flashback. About a year from now, not a year from now, but like a year ago, Naruto was 12. He would have been walking throughout the village. He would have saw a kid just getting picked on. He would have then went over there and then was about to help him out, but a older dude that like looked about 19, he would have went over there and helped the kid out. The kid would have turned around and would have had white eyes. Naruto would have said, who are you? The kid would have said that, oh, my name is Choco Hyuga. Naruto would have said, Choco Hyuga, so you're part of the Hyuga clan? And, Choco, he would say, yeah. What's your name, kid? Naruto would say, Naruto Totsuka. And he would say, wait, you're the last Totsuka member. I heard that clan was good in Funjutsu or something like that. Naruto would have said, yeah, good. And, Choco would have said, well, kid, I see you around. I saw you about to help this kid. And it seems like you have some good deeds in you. But, I got here first. Naruto would say, yeah, whatever, goodbye. The guy would have then disappeared, and Naruto would have just walked away. A few days later, though, Naruto, he would have just been walking throughout the village, just thinking about that dude and how he was weird. No Hyuga member that he's ever met has ever been like that. Especially when they're like, this one is not one of their own, They always act so noble. That kid just acts so outgoing. Naruto, he would have then said, I wonder if I could talk to him. He would then go to the Hyuga compound. The Hyuga members would stop him and say, what do you need? Naruto would say, I'm here to see Choco Hyuga. He would then say, oh, Choco Hyuga, huh? He's been exiled from the Hyuga clan about 2 years ago. Naruto would say, what? Why? He would have then said he didn't meet up to the Hyuga policies. He was weak. And Naruto would have said, In his head, he would have thought, He would said by weak he means that he was a nice person, outgoing, and up wasn't as sticked up as the other Hugas. Basically, not considering himself as like a king or some shit like that. Just pure nobility. The Hyuga, for now, were the strongest clan because, well, the Uchiha were dead, so, like, they were the strongest clan, but if the Uchiha were alive, we all know that that wouldn't be true. But, yeah, they were the strongest clan in the Leaf right now. So, Naruto, he didn't want to try them because, well, he was only 12 years old. So he would have just left and would have thought, so he got exiled for being a nice guy. Crazy. He would have then heard a scream, not a scream, but like a yell that he's heard so many times. He would have said, Naruto, and, he would have turned around and said, oh, crap. He would have got punched by Mito, and Naruto would have said, oh, God, Mito, why did you do that for? She would have then said, what do you mean? You've been avoiding me all day. Naruto would then say, I'm trying to get some rest, or not some rest, but some peace and quiet, okay? And she would say, why can't we and you have peace and quiet? We're best friends, right? And Naruto would say, yeah, but, you kind of are loud all the time. Mito would then say, well, you're annoying. And Naruto would say, I'm annoying? You paint the Hokage's face almost every day. I even helped you one time, and I almost got in trouble for it. And, she would then say, but it was fun, though. Naruto would have said, yeah, I guess. If you call fun almost falling off a cliff, then, yeah, it was fun. And, basically she would have just laughed. And, oh yeah, Mito, I don't know what she would have been wearing. Like whatever kid Kushina wore, like that's what she would be wearing. So yeah, whatever kid Kushina wore, she would be wearing that. So just look up a picture of her with kid Kushina wearing, and that's what she'd be wearing at this point. Cause I don't really feel like looking at that joke right now. So there you go, pal. But yeah, Naruto, he would basically tell Mito that okay, alright, you can hang out with me. And she would say, hooray. And Naruto would say, so, what are you even doing? Just looking for me? And she would just shake her head saying, yeah, pretty much. Naruto would say, yeah, you're a weird one. She would have then just smiled and said, yeah, you're weirder than me. Naruto and Mito just kept on walking. Naruto, though, he would have saw, a familiar figure. The same guy he was just going to go talk to, Choco Hyuga. He would have just been coming out of an apartment that it looked like. Choco, he would have then been just like looking around, just making sure nobody was watching him. He would have then got up out of there and just body flickered away. Naruto, he would have then said, Mito, come on, let's follow him. Mito would then say, why? Naruto would then grab Mito's hand and they will body flicker away. Because Naruto does know the body flicker. He would follow Choco wherever he's going, and eventually he would get to a spot into the outside of the village. He would have then have food all in his hands and just pass it out to all these kids that were just in the woods. Naruto would have said, so he's just a nice person, huh? That can't be. He seems too suspicious. There's no way he just came all the way out here just to give some food to some kids. He's not that nice. Nobody's ever that nice. But Naruto would be wrong. This, Shoko, all he really wanted to do was make people smile. And, Naruto, he basically, after that, came down with Mito, of course, and would have said, hey, what do you think you're doing? Shoko would have then jumped up and said, oh, it's just you, kid. And who is that? Your girlfriend? Choco would have, not Choco, but Mito would have blushed from this and said, no, I'm his best friend. And, Naruto would have said, yeah, she's my best friend. But, what are you doing out here? And, he would say, I know you've been watching me, so you obviously know what I've been doing. I've been giving food to these kids. He would then point out these kids that look like they literally have bones for skin. And, you know, he would just say they've been hungry. I mean, look at their bone. I mean, look at their skin. You could see their bones. Naruto would then say, yeah, all right. So, what is your game? You can't just be a nice person. There has to be something. And, Choco would say, there's nothing else. All I've wanted to do is just see people smile. Rather, I had to just make a funny face or give them food. I just wanted to see people smile. That's all I really wanted in the world. People to be happy. Peace. That's why I became a shinobi. And that's why I was kicked out of the Hyuga clan. And, Naruto, he would say, so you really are just a nice person, huh? Choco would say, yeah, I really am. He would then say, well, you kids should probably get back over there. You probably are gonna miss your bedtime. Naruto would then say, yeah, whatever. He would then grab Mito and say, alright, we're out of here, Mito. He would have then body flickered away. And Choco would have said, man, it's a good thing that kid got out while he could. Now I gotta go deal with these guys. He would have then, looked, just when it ran more into the forest. Naruto would have saw him running more, into the forest and would have said, so he is up to something. Naruto would have said, hey, Mito, go to Ichiraku Ramen. I'll be right behind you. I just gotta do something. Mito would then say, sure. She would then leave because, well, she couldn't pass up on any ramen. And Naruto would go to follow Choco. He really wouldn't be like thinking about anybody following him, so he would just be running into the woods. He would then see like some Hyuga members just standing there, beating on kids. These were the same kids that had skin for bones, and some of the friends that kids he just fed. The kids were just crying because, some of their friends were getting captured by the Hyuga members, getting tortured by them, just because we accidentally bumped into them. Choco, he would just grit his teeth, seeing of what his clan is doing to these kids. It doesn't even look like they've Aiden. He would have just been sick to his core. He couldn't even stand there and watch, so he would jump out and say, hey, leave him alone. He would then say, Buakugan. He would activate his Buakugan and would have jumped in there and started to attack the Hyuga members. The Hyuga members, they would have actually been way more skilled than Choco, so they would have been overpowering him. Naruto, he would have said, alright, I gotta step in. He would have jumped down there and said, hey, pick on someone pick on someone else. And they would then laugh and say, aren't you like 12? Naruto would then, take off the scroll from his, back and say, ceiling. He would then just place his hand on the scroll, and then out of nowhere, just Shuriken would just fly out of there and just fly straight to him. They would then dodge this though, but that would just be only a distraction. That wasn't even a sealing jutsu. Naruto, he would have then placed a seal on one of the Hyuga members. The Hyuga member would have said, was that your best punch? Naruto would have then said, who said I was punching you? He would have then just created a ram seal, whatever you want to call it. And, the Hyuga member would have just been standing there in place. He just couldn't move. Naruto, he would have then said, hey, Choco, get him. Shoko would have then got like a cool knife from his pouch and would have like just killed the Hyuga, hit him in the neck. Naruto, he would have then been punched by a Hyuga member that he didn't see coming because, well, his eye, one of it was covered, of course, and he couldn't see the other one. So yeah, so his vision was pretty garbage. And Naruto, he would have got hit, and he would have got up saying, "Ah, that hurts." Naruto would have then said, "All right, you asked for it." He would have then said, "Hey, get back, Shoko." Shoko would have said, "What do you mean?" Naruto would have then said, "Totsuka blade." His blade would have then just lit up in black flames. He would have then slashed down, and like one of the, like two of the Hyuga members would have then just got sucked into the blade, killing them. Yes, it kills them. Well, he can kill them or just like he can kill them or seal them in there. So like he just killed them, right? So Naruto, he would have killed them and they would have died. Naruto, though, he would have been panting really hard, but there were four more Hyuga members left, and they were the strongest out of all of them. So, the Hyuga members would have then smiled and said, "He's almost out of chakra." They would have then rushed in at him and said, "We use our greatest technique on the Hyugas." Naruto couldn't do anything. He just couldn't move. His chakra was just out of it. Naruto, he would have then just thought that he was gonna die and was about to accept his fate. And the Hyuga members would have said, "Hey, trigrams, 64 palms, all four of them." But then Choco would have jumped in front of it. Choco would have took all the 8 trigrams, 64 palms. I don't know how much that would be, like 64 plus 64. Yeah, I don't feel like doing math right now, bro. So yeah. I know it would be a lot though. So, Choco, he would not be able to take all of this because, well all 64 chakra points would have just been hit over and over again. So, yeah, you would die from that, of course, because without chakra, you can't live, really. So, yeah. Basically, Choco, he would be on the brink of death. This would, like, enrage Naruto, and with all the chakra he has left, Naruto would then, start to weave hand signs. He would then say, "Sailing Jutsu, Totsuka, body of flames." He would have then placed his hands on the ground, and like a circle of flames would have just run around the black flames also would have just run around the the Hyuga members, the 4 of them. Naruto would have then weaved some more hand signs. He would have said, "Now, hell blaze." And it would have burnt them to a crisp. And they couldn't get out because, well, like, it was a bounder. It was like something they couldn't get out of. And, basically, they died right there. Naruto, after that, would have been almost completely drained. Just like a drop of chakra left. Naruto would have just fallen to his knees. He would have looked over at Choco. He would have run over there and said, hey, just hang on there. I can save you." But then he would remember that he can't use it. Like, if he does, he's gonna die. And, Choco would then say, "But look at that face. It seems like it's only a one-way ticket for me. If I die, you survive. If I live, you die. So, since you're a kid, I'll die." Naruto would have then said, "Hey, just hang on, alright? I'll get you to the hospital, okay?" And Choco would have said, "Hospital? No, I'm good." I don't even know why I jumped in. I mean, like, I don't really know you like that, but it just seems like you deserve the kid. By the look of those eyes, it seems like you're in pain. And Naruto would say, "Yeah, I lost both of my parents. One of them committed suicide. The other one died of a sickness." And Choco would say, "That's the worst pain a child could ever go through, losing their parents. It's even worse than not even having any." Naruto, but then start to cry. He doesn't even know why. I'm like, he doesn't even know why he's crying. Because, well, like, he doesn't know this guy. Like, the guy just said, like, but, Joker would say, huh, you're crying. I don't know why. You don't even know me. Naruto would then say, thank you. Without your help, I probably would have died. Joker would have said, I had to repay the favor. If you didn't step in, probably would be dead also. You know what? As a gift, I see that you can't see out of one of your eyes. He would have then took out his Bakugan and in a quick motion with all the strength he could have did, he pulled out Naruto's eye that was like, basically wasn't functioning and would have put it in, the socket, his eye socket. Naruto, he like felt the pain for like a second, but then it would have went away. Naruto would have just been holding on to his eye and saying, damn, why did you do that? And, the Choker would just say, because kid, maybe you can make people smile too. I can see throughout your eyes in the world. So, please, make sure that you live life to the fullest. And that Mito girl, I can tell that you like her, so don't waste that. And don't waste life. Life is a precious thing. Life is a precious thing. Yeah, it sure is. Man, I can't believe it's ending for me right now. Well, Naruto, please, live on for me. Let me see the world through your eyes. Through our eyes. He would have then closed his eyes and just died. Naruto, he would have been crying out of, the Hyuga eye. The Hyuga eye would have been crying blood, but the other one would just been, crying. Kind of like his, his symbol, white and, white and red. But, the tears were really, clear, so I can't really call them white. But, yeah, Naruto, though, he would have then got up. He would have looked at the kids over there. They were passed out at this point. Naruto, he would have got them, and then would have just, got all the food that the Hyugas had there, and just went back to the kids. He would have gave all the food that the Hyugas had, and they had a bunch. I mean, it was like a bunch, like a lifetime supply of food. I don't, they probably wouldn't even have stuff like that. But just say plot, so the kids could have a happy life. Naruto, he would then smile and say, you want to see these kids smile. There they have. Well, hope you're happy, Shoko. So, yeah, that would be, the flashback ending, that would just be how Naruto, got the Bakugan. So, yeah, you're probably like, man, that was a fire flashback. I know. I told you guys, I've been working on my what ifs. Been working on my what ifs, guys. So, basically, after that, Naruto, he wouldn't just like that flashback, the whole entire thing would just flash behind his eyes, right? But after that, Naruto, he would then just headed over to the academy. I know I just said all that, but yeah, he was just headed over to the academy for team placements. So yeah, this would be the year, after, this would be 13. He'd be 13 at this point. He was 12 a year ago, and then basically this is the time. You guys know that was just a flashback. Okay, that was just a flashback. It was kind of long though, but still. But yeah, Naruto, he would basically just sit down in the far back with Mito, which she let's say Mito, she actually passed because she trained with Naruto, so she would be smart and strong, and her chakra control would be somewhat good, so she would be able to make a clone, not a shadow clone. But actually, No, let's just say because Mito has so much chakra, she would actually create a shadow clone instead of a clone, a regular clone. So yeah, basically, that's what would have happened. So at this point, Aruka would have then said, "All right, team placements. Are you guys ready?" And they would have said, "As ready as would ever be Aruka Sensei." Aruka Sensei would have then smiled and said, "All right, Team 10 and is Shikamaru, Nara, Yamanaka, and Choji Akamichi. Team 8, Hinata Hyuga, Kiba Unazaka, and Shino Arabe. Team 7 is Naruto, Totsuka, Mito Uzumaki, and Sasuke Uchiha. Team 10's Sensei Asuma Sarutobi. Don't ask me why I just said Asuma's name like that. I just like the name. So I just like to say Sarutobi's name, like Sarutobi. Sarutobi. Like I'm in a Japanese movie or something like that. But yeah, their team Sensei would be Asuma Sarutobi. It sounds weird, I know. But Team 8's Sensei Kurenai. Don't know her last name, really don't care. Because at the end of the day, she's a side character. So, like the only side character we can really care about is like Kakashi and other people like Manito and all those other people that would just go to end the show. I don't even think Manito got that much screen time. But everybody still loved him. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Team 7 Sensei Kakashi Hatake. And yeah, that's your sensei team. That's your sensei teams. Or not teams, but sensei. Oh my gosh. That's your team's kids. I'm sorry. Ryuga would then just like have a tear fall down his eyes, he would say, "It's been an honor to teach all of you. I hope to see you guys on the Shinobi battlefield one day. Maybe as Jonin, as Chunin, maybe one of you as the Hokage." He would have then said, "Now you guys are Shinobi, and you are Hidden Leaf Shinobi. Accept that." He would have left, and then a few minutes later, the Jonin Sensei's one just came in. Asuma, Karin, not Karin, Kurenai, and then 2 hours later, of course, Kakashi Hatake would have arrived. And, Mito, she would have did the prank like Naruto did in canon. And, basically, Naruto would say, he's late. Like me. And, Kakashi would then say, Team 7, he would then see, literally no one else here. And, he would say, "Am I early or something?" And, Naruto would say, "No, you're 2 hours late." And, he would say, "Oh, my bad. Meet me on the roof." And, Naruto, he would have then just said, "Fine." He would have body flickered up there. So would have Mito and Sasuke. I'd say Sasuke, he's trained even more because, well, he sees that Mito and Naruto's getting stronger. So he's trained even more. He knows body flicker. He knows a lot more jutsu. And he's already has his one-time way Sharingan. So yeah, Sasuke, he'll be goated. So yeah, basically, they will all appear there in body flickers. Kakashi would be surprised on how they know the body flicker because, well, it's a high ranking jutsu. I think it's like A rank. I think it's like A rank or something like that. But basically Kakashi would say, "All right, team introductions. My name is Kakashi Hatake. My dreams were none of your business. My likes, none of your business, and my dislikes, well, none of your business." So yeah, that's what you guys have to go off. And Mito would then say, "You didn't even tell us anything about yourself." He would then say, "Oh, you first, Blondie." No, not Blondie. She's not blonde. She's a redhead. So he would say, "Yeah, you first, redhead. She would then say, "Hey, my name is Mito Uzumaki. I like ramen and hanging out with my best friend Naruto. I dislike people that treat me wrong and just treat me differently just because I'm a girl. And I dislike people that are rude to my best friend Naruto. I also, dislike people that are rude to my friends. I also love my family, well, the people that are in my life, like my friends and Naruto, and other people like Gigi. And Naruto would then say, typical, in his head though. Because if he said it out loud, it was over for him. She would have then said that her dream is to become, the strongest Kunichi. Kunichi alive.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't want to become Hokage. Because,
Okay.
actually, no, she still wants to become Hokage. Yeah, she wants to become Hokage.
Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag, disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school, winter one hell of a kid, I am. Smoking gas, jogging mid, I'm lit, what you doing, I done did, I swear. Slick talker since a jit, finesse, I know that this what they want, facts. Run up some money, I'm gone, I'm out. I'm the truth like Ron, killing, sipping lean and saying Juan, I did it. I taught myself to finesse, for real. I taught myself how to judge, for real. Being broke was no fun, no way.
My name is Sasuke Uchiha. My likes, well, I don't have that many likes. They're like training and well, yeah, that's pretty much it. But you didn't say my dislikes. I also don't have any dislikes. My dream, my ambition, the reality. I will.
Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag, disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school, winter one hell of a kid, I am. Smoking gas, jogging mid, I'm lit, what you doing, I done did, I swear. Slick talker since a jit, finesse, I know that this what they want, facts. Run up some money, I'm gone, I'm out. I'm the truth like Ron, killing, sipping lean and saying Juan, I did it. I taught myself to finesse, for real. I taught myself how to judge, for real. Being broke was no fun, no way.
And he would then say, well, yeah, that's who I'm gonna kill, my brother, Itachi Uchiha. Is that what you wanted to hear, Naruto? Or, he would actually say, is that what you wanted to hear, Naruto? He would say it, and he always says Naruto's name like some fast motion. Naruto. Like, I don't know how he says it, bro. Naruto. Yeah, there you go. Naruto. But, yeah. Basically, yeah, that's what he would say, right? Naruto would then say, well, no, I just was pointing out and just saying was just asking if that was the person that you were talking about. I wasn't completely certain if that was the person you wanted to kill, but, yeah. And Sasuke would then just shrug his, shoulders, just say, well, not shrug his shoulders, he would say, just, grunting like that. Regular emo Sasuke would. And Kakashi would then say, alright, you, copycat. And Naruto would say, who are you pointing to? And he would say, you, like I said, copycat. Naruto would then say, if anybody's a copycat here, it's you. And Kakashi would then say, I'm older than you, so that means I had this look before you. Naruto would say that I don't really care. I have better drip. And Kakashi would say, drip? Naruto would then just say, you know what, forget it. My name is Naruto Totsuka. My likes are my best friend, Mito, my friends and family. Well, he would just say his friends, really, because his family's dead. But, his friends, his dislike are people that disrespect him and think that he's weak. People that look down on his clan. And he also dislikes people that treat young kids wrong. His dream is to make the world a better place. And, peace. He would also say that, he also wants to become a Hokage one day. Maybe even create my own village. Who knows? Naruto, one of them, just, had a smirk on his face, just thinking, like, yeah, that's pretty much everything. Kakashi, he would then say, of all of them, he had the most reasonable. So, he would then say, all right, Team 7, meet me at this training ground at this time tomorrow. We'll be doing a test to, compare if you're really getting or not. They wouldn't ask, if like, but we already take the getting test. No, they're not saying some junk like that. They're probably wondering, who is the person that said that? Well, she's probably dead right now. Right? Let's say that Sakura was the one that failed, right? And she was like, she wanted to go like past the test so she could be the Sasuke. But Mitsuki cut her in half. So Mitsuki cut her in half. But let's just say that Iruka like arrived right after she died and beat Mitsuki and got the scroll back. So yeah, that's pretty much it, my guy. But yeah, Genki's or Gakis, whatever. But yeah, he would just say that after that. But Naruto, he would basically tell his team that do you guys want to train? And Sasuke would say, train with you, never. Naruto didn't say, all right. But just know that the mission comes first. And yes, Naruto, like I said, he's like Kakashi, so that mission comes first, of course. Like he hasn't understood the if your friend knows back and scamming, he doesn't know all that shit like that. He doesn't know all that stuff yet about, Kakashi. Kakashi will tell him eventually. It's not gonna happen in this bell test, but he'll tell him eventually. So yeah. But Sasuke would then say, fine, whatever, you do you, I'm gone. He would just leave and go to do some training on his own. Mito, she would say, I'm down for some training, Naruto. Naruto would say, of course you are. They would have went to the training ground and just would have trained the rest of their day. After that, they would have both went home, woke up the next day. Naruto, he would have ate. Because Kakashi, I say he would have still told him not to. But, Naruto, he doesn't really care. And he knows that a shinobi shouldn't go in on an empty stomach. So he would eat the food, not really caring. Naruto, he would then, head over to the training ground, like 2 hours later, kind of like how Kakashi arrived. So basically, Mito and Sasuke would just be sitting in silence for some time. They would actually start talking after a while. But, Naruto, 2 hours later, when I got there, Mito would have saw Naruto and punched him automatically. Naruto would have then just said, hey, I told you about that, Mito. Stop punching me out of nowhere. She would have then said, why are you late? Naruto would have then said, what do you mean? I didn't have my alarm set. She would then say, yeah, that's the excuse you use all the time. Naruto would then say, it's really not, though. And he would then just sit down. Kakashi, 3 minutes later, would actually arrive. And, Kakashi would say, see, I was walking a path, and Naruto would just say, nah, they don't really care. I was late too, so you don't have to explain yourself. So what are we doing? Kakashi would then say, good, okay. He would then say, well, this is the bell test. All you guys have to do is steal this bell from me in this amount of time. If you don't get it in that time, you all go back to the academy. If 2 of you get it, well, you stay, or the other one goes back to the academy. Naruto wouldn't fall for this for a second because, well, he's smart enough to know there's only 3-man squads. Naruto's read up a lot about shinobis, so he knows that there's no such thing as a 3-man squad. It's always been a 4-man squad. Hold up, guys, I'll be right back.